Yes guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Football Lounge and welcome back to a new video. And guys, once again Chelsea have beat Tottenham Hotspur, a 1-0 victory. At this point, you might as well rename Tottenham Stadium to Chelsea's training ground because we win there. When's the last time Tottenham beat us? I can't remember. 3-point lane. You might as well recall it 3-point lane because every single season Chelsea plays Tottenham, you already know we're gonna win. It's already, the 3 points are guaranteed. So standard win for us. Listen, the players knew how important this game was for us, not just in terms of the fixture, Chelsea vs Tottenham, but in terms of what it means in the Premier League table. We had to get these 3 points. And listen, the players against big teams, I'm not too worried. It's against the smaller teams that sit back and make it difficult for you is when I tend to worry, because I'm like, okay, will the players know how to break down the low block? And I also think there's a bit of arrogance where we think, okay, we're world champions, so we should win this game. Like, every game in the Premier League is tough, but Maresca Caicedo, without a doubt, was man of the match. He's ridiculous. He's out of this world. He's indispensable. He's honestly, he's our most important player. And I'm not trying to, I'm not having to go at Palmer here, but it's just Caicedo is just ridiculous. The way he wins the ball back, he doesn't run out. He's like Kante, right? I don't want to compare him to Kante, but he's heading down that path of just an indispensable player. Without him, I don't know where it would be. He just makes us so much better as a team, so he's definitely man of the match. But yeah, let's get into how Chelsea won this game and where Maresca outsmarted Thomas Frank. Right, so when I first saw the starting lineup, I was underwhelmed. I was thinking, where's Achapon? Where is Esteval? Where is Hato? But you know what? I can't complain. We got the win. And as we know, Chelsea always build up in a 3-2. So all that means is 3 defenders and then 2 midfielders. So we had kind of Fofana, Cucurella and Chalobah as the central centre back, and then we had Reece James. And so we had Gusto invert, and then we had Caicedo with him. And then ahead of that, you had Reece James in midfield. And then you had Enzo, and then you had Garnacho and Neto on the wings, and João Pedro up front. And listen, I'm not the biggest fan of Gusto inverting into midfield. I don't see the need to play him and Reece, but for this isolated game, Reece James did play well midfield. So fair enough. But yeah, one big difference I saw is that in recent games, basically Caicedo has been dropping deep to make a back through, and then he starts to build up play. So in this game, I saw Reece James do it a lot, where he would drop deep, and then kind of Cucurella push forward a bit. He would stay out wide, and then you had Gusto invert. So you still had the 3-2 build up. It's just Reece James dropping deep to help, which I don't mind. Reece James can do that. And yeah, that was definitely a big difference that I saw. To be honest, I think what won us the game was definitely our high pressing. We were going man to man, and that's what got us the goal. Caicedo winning the ball, and then João Pedro finishing one of his 5 chances. This shouldn't have been a 4-5-0 game. That's my only critique, but you've got to take the win. But if you want to go to that next level, we have to be ruthless, and you have to put 3 or 4 past Tottenham. I think that's one of my kind of critiques again, is just having that clinical edge, which sometimes we do lack. But yeah, I also have to give a shout out to Sanchez. I thought he was claiming his crosses. He did really well. Didn't make many errors. And recently we've been struggling with set pieces, and a lot of Tottenham's goals this season come from set pieces. And they did try to obviously target us because we have been conceding from them, but we did well to deal with them. One of the things I saw was when Tottenham would do a long throw, which most of the Premier League teams do nowadays, we left more players forward, so that meant Tottenham couldn't put too many players into the box. And then when that meant that we could counter because we had more players forward, which is something that I liked from Maresca. We won our aerial duels. Chalobah and Fofana were good. I thought defensively we were solid this game. Clean sheet. Yeah, it's just hopefully we can see more clean sheets, proud of the team. We honestly had so many chances to score, especially João Pedro. Enzo is playing basically as a 10, who's really close to João Pedro. And then obviously Garnacho and Neto didn't do too much. I thought Esteval again should have started. I just thought Neto, he has to do more, But one thing that I always think is because we don't overlap our fullbacks, that means the wingers have to beat their man. And obviously Jez Spence is really hard to beat, but Tottenham do have overlapping fullbacks, so I thought maybe we'd have more space out wide, but that wasn't the case. But I thought in midfield we controlled it, and I think that's also what won us the game. Reece James was really good, and I thought Tottenham, they don't build up really through midfield. They struggle to kind of play through the middle, so their only threats are really out wide, and they didn't do much, so they didn't offer much. Honestly, I have to say Tottenham shouldn't have had the red card easily. How Bentancur didn't get a red for that challenge on James is beyond me. The refereeing is just atrocious once again, but luckily it didn't cost us the game. Terrible refereeing. But anyway, that's my little rant done on the refereeing. I'm happy again with the win, guys. I hope you're happy too, if you did. If you are happy, like the video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 600 subscribers, and see you soon. Peace.